I thought I'd do a patron video. I'm not putting a regular YouTube one out this week for a couple of reasons. One is that I spent almost all of last weekend grinding the front edge of that metal box, which doesn't make for the best of videos. It was my birthday yesterday, so also, you know, I haven't had that much time doing boat work, although I did a little bit yesterday, I have to say. So basically didn't have much to show for a video, so I'm not putting a regular YouTube one out. And also it's nice to get the opportunity to do something for you guys and put a Patreon video out. So that's what we're doing. And as you can tell, we're in the boat. One thing I have done this week is sewed up the cushions for the V-berth behind me, including a little round one that goes in the bit where the mast goes through. So all the upholstery, all the cushions are finished now, which I'm really pleased about. And you know, I'm no professional upholsterer, but I'm happy. It looks great. Certainly, as I said on an Instagram post, as I said, it's plenty good enough for us. It looks nice. I like the colour. I like the blue with the wood. Works well. And we're in here, and basically because I wanted to talk to you. But one other thing I've done is also I've started and nearly finished putting in the breather vent for the water tanks. The water tanks are under the V-berth. And I've I thought for ages and ages about how to best do the breather vent. And I had, for a long time, I had an idea of taking it out and up in one of the stanchions here, but I just didn't like the idea of having a pipe visible there. So in the end, I've decided to run it through to the heads and have the breather come out above the basin in the heads. So I've run hose from the tanks all the way along behind this settee, behind that switchboard there, and I've got Hazel on the camera, so I'll just move and get her to swing around. Come in here.
Okay.
Go into the heads and I'll sit down tidily there. And yeah, obviously this is not finished. This part's not finished, but it's going to run up there. I will put that end on a bracket up here somewhere, so that would be, as I say, over the basin in the heads, and that'll be fine. That'll be fine. It's just a question whether I box that in just to hide that little bit of hose, which possibly, but that's the tank breathers finally. It's something I've been waiting on for ages because I just wasn't sure in my head how to do it. Just back up and get out of the heads. So yeah, we're sort of nearly finished in here, right in the actual, you know, the living area of the boat. Very close to being finished. I've got a battery, the starter battery to go in there, and the service battery to go in, and some cables to make for those, and that. Oh, and of course VHF and AIS to install. VHF, well, there's no reason why I can't. I was kind of thinking it would make sense to register the boat first so I can get the VHF program with the ID number. But maybe you can do it afterwards. Maybe I'll do it before. We'll see, but that's coming. But I say, very nearly finished in here. I've also put, actually, something I didn't mention. I've got these little drip catchers by the ports all through now. I had put 3 on a while back and I bought another 3 a week ago or so, and so all ports have got the little drip catchers. Just a bit of nonsense and a bit of bling. And the last thing, well, I say batteries there, but then bit in the engine room I've got the control cables from the throttle and gear shifter to hook up. I've got a bit of salt water. I think I'm going to install an electric pump for a saltwater washdown, and I'm going to put the same pump in that I've used for the bilge pump, thereby having a spare for the bilge pump if anything ever happens. So I've got to hook that in, and the manual bilge pump's still got to be installed. So a few things there, 1 or 2 little bits in the lazarette, but we're getting really close. And obviously the important things are that keel box, which we're going to have a look at in a minute, Masts will be soon after that, and when the keel structure is done, that also leads into the rudder, wind vane, aft railings, or railings generally. I spoke to the sailmaker yesterday. Well, I spoke is not true. I emailed the sailmaker yesterday, but he replied instantly, which is good, and says the sails are underway, which is cool. Very, very cool. Very exciting. We'll go in the shed and have a quick look at the keel box. Here it is. It's a horrendous day today. Storm, massive winds, going big gusts. You know, it's a really, really stormy. Hear a bit of rain on the roof. Not nice. Here it is. I don't know what you can see because it's all so dark in here, but that's the forward end shaped up. I've got it clamped to some pieces of wood, just holding it straight. And this is my wood that marks where the keel bolts are coming, so I've got a couple more betweeny plates to go in there. But I spent 4 hours one day and best part of another day grinding that up and grinding and welding, and it's mainly finished. Yeah, there we go. Very exciting. I hope to make a sort of device for melting the lead in. I've got an old gas bottle over there. I'm looking at it. I think I'm going to cut the top off and make a smelt, or a pan for melting lead in, and try to set it up on some hinges on a pivot, so I can just pivot the thing and pour the lead in. That's the plan. It's all a bit crazy, the lead idea. This has been an awful lot of work, this steel box, and if you're thinking of doing something similar, maybe there are more efficient ways of doing it, frankly. I don't know what the best thing is. It's going to work, certainly, but probably at least 10 hours of grinding and welding on that forward end, and that's not much fun. It's a grind. There we go. Getting there. Nearly time to, well, I say, I will be putting a couple of betweeny plates in there and then thinking about getting the keel bolts fixed in. That's basically where we are. It's the next job, so coming on, getting there. And there we'll cut, I think, leave it. Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back with a regular YouTube video next week. It's nice to put one out for you guys though. Maybe it's something I try to do more often. See you soon. Bye.